going on, Metal Maniacs? This is Cathartic Demise, and you were thrashing it up on Dave Softee's Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio.
right, here we go, Metal Maniacs. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Waterloo, Canada, from Progressive Thrash Metal is Cathartic Demise, joining us to talk about the band's upcoming debut full offering. In absence, we have Angus Pike on drums and Bennett Smith on vocals and guitar.
What's going on?
Welcome to the Metal Meltdown, guys. Thank you for this opportunity. This being my last show of the season, it's an honor to have you on the show to get this done because I've been a fan of your music ever since Raider from your area told me about your band. You have a really great sound.
Cheers, man. Appreciate
Thanks, man.
that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Would you be kind enough to please inform the listeners on who makes up the rest of the Cathartic Demise lineup?
Well, so it's me on vocals and lead guitar. We had Angus here on the drums. We have Taylor Wroblewski on lead guitars, and we have Aaron Tanner on bass as well.
Thank you so much for that. And let's learn all we can about your killer band. I see that your band formed in 2017, and you have a previous release, an EP, the self-titled 2019, and really good stuff. There are 3 songs on it. I played each and every song, and I'm really happy that you're coming out with your debut full offering. I'm interested to know who selected Cathartic Demise as the band's name.
Well, kind of early on, we kind of were tossing around a bunch of ideas, and they just were kind of shitty. So one day I just came up with it, and I just thought it sounded, cool, but not like cheesy or anything like that. And it just works, right?
It's a
Plus,
good
dude,
name. Good name. Yeah.
It was like really hard to come up because I mean, there's so many bands out there that have taken like the one title name. So like we kind of had to like screw around with words too, just to kind of get an original name. And we always like the word cathartic. So Bennett just naturally just came up with it. It worked really well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's cool, and it doesn't sound emo or stuff like that,
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
That-
1,000,000% I agree. No, it has a really good sound, and it's very fits well with thrash as well.
Yeah, man.
And I want to thank you for sending me For Power, and I checked this out. It's a great tune, full of energy, and this is from your upcoming debut full offering, like I mentioned, In Absence, and this is due out April 19th of 2021. It's a killer thrash, as I mentioned. I love the sound of your band. What can we tell the fans of what to expect from In Absence?
Well, basically the EP sound, but done better, done faster, done more aggressive, and done more sophisticated, I would say. There's some experimentation going on. We don't want to make the same sound twice. We always want to keep moving forward as a band, but we also, we want to keep it, heavy. We want to keep it, metal, right? We, I love riffs. I love fast drums, and basically, if you like the EP, I think you're gonna love the record because I think it just does everything the EP did better.
Yeah, like it's just like a one up from it pretty much. I kind of look at it too. It's like, well, what is this like? Yeah, like a couple years, like just better, even better produced too, in my opinion as well.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to listening to this full offering when it is out there. It'll be very cool.
Oh, yeah.
And will this be self-released, or have you found a label to work with you to support the release of this?
It'll be released independently. Like we haven't really, gone to the whole label idea yet. I mean, so it's just self-released.
Sometimes it's better to do it yourself than to
Oh yeah.
sign your life
Well,
away
yeah.
and pay for it, and then have it released by some label, and you still have to pay for it. So sometimes it's just better off having control of your own destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm interested to know about the process of your music. How do your tunes all come together? What is the process like as far as who's writing the music and the lyrics? Do you have a certain way you do it?
So basically, on the full length, about like 99% of the music and lyrics is written by me. How it goes is I'll usually just write the song, and then like without vocals, and I'll send it to the guys, demoed out, and then they'll take their spin on it, right? Angus comes up with his own drum parts, Taylor his own solos, and Aaron does his his own bass things pretty much. So basically, once we figure all that out, we are all write lyrics after the fact, and just based on however the music came out and all that stuff.
Excellent, Bennett. Thank you for letting us know about that. And as far as the studio, where was this recorded, and who was responsible for the production, the mixing, and the mastering of In Absence?
Okay, so our buddy Jonah Kay from Invicta produced this at his studio, HM Studio in Waterloo.
It's actually like in the same building as our rehearsal space.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
he's got that room basically is like sectioned off, like it's like a rehearsal space / studio, and like he does all of his recording and mixing down there, and it's quite amazing to see. But like if you actually take a look at like some of the liner notes and like some of like the band's albums, like who are out there, it's like a lot of their records, like you'd be amazed, are like even recorded like in a house. It's just so cool to see that you can produce a record anywhere and actually make it sound good.
Yeah, the technology is insane. It really is.
Yeah, like it's unbelievable, man.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned Invicta. That's another band that Raider brought to my attention. They're also a very cool band from the Waterloo area. Excellent.
Yep.
Really good.
Oh yeah, they're buddies of ours too, just like Raider. Like we're real tight with all those guys, man.
That's excellent.
They're fucking great.
That is excellent. And your cover art, I really enjoy the presence of that, and it has a really nice dark imagery. Could you tell us more about this cover and who designed it? And also, if you can, tell us who designed your band logo. We'd appreciate that.
Okay, so for the art, we basically, Angus and I, we both grew up really loving the old school Fates Warning albums.
Oh yeah.
And we thought those album covers were just super cool.
Yeah, like they're quite unique for the time, man. Like it's really sick.
So we found the artist Ioannis, and we emailed him, and we were like, "Hey, can you make an art for us?" And he did. And the process there was basically just when you have a great artist, you can kind of just let him do his thing, right? We gave him the lyrics, and he gave us back the first draft of that album art. And basically, it was just a couple revisions back and forth until we had the final product. It was, really a simple process overall, I'd say.
Excellent.
And the band logo?
Christopher Horst designed it from Horse Type Foundry. We just got him to do it. I mean, he's kind of a classic like nowadays for designing a lot of great band logos. And actually, as a matter of fact, too, he designed Invicta and Raiders logo too. So we kind of just followed in the same footsteps, and he did it for us too. So it worked out well.
Excellent. That's great news. And I'm curious to know, do you have a CD release party planned? I know with this COVID thing, as a matter of fact, I remember when I got with Raider, they had a CD release party planned, and then COVID came, and they had to delay it by about a month. So do you have a plan for that? Is it going to be your typical type of a CD release party? Will it be something that you'll do on the internet, maybe?
Yeah.
There's some ideas being generated, but like nothing is like set in stone. I mean, it will be online if we, actually go ahead and do it, but it's like, you can't really like go out and do a CD release party and all that. So yeah, I mean, it would have to be like an online stream.
I'd like to do one just to give back a bit, just to mark the occasion of anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel you. And as I mentioned, with this COVID thing going on, this pandemic is crazy, and it doesn't look like it's going to be ending anytime soon. So we know that shows aren't really happening, and I'm sure all these summertime festivals are going to be canceled. I mean, you see on Facebook they've been promoting like Walking and other festivals, but it's never going to happen. And that being said, do you guys have any shows coming up in the long range forecast as far as any planning for anything in late 2021? Is there anything that you would like to spread the word on if you do have anything lining up? And beyond that, most likely you don't, but beyond that, if you'd like to share with us some of your highlights of your past performances, things that stand out in your mind to tell the listeners about what your shows are like, we could go into that as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, shows aren't going to be happening anytime soon, and that's a bummer, really. But as far as like highlights, I think with us, we kind of try and treat every show we play, like it's our last in a sense, right? You just really want to go out there and give them hell, right? So it doesn't matter if we've played gigs to like 2 people and we've played gigs to packed houses, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you just gotta do your best for the people that are there, right? And just have a good time and just fucking kill them, right? You know what I
I
mean?
hear you, yeah. And have you ever played in the States, by the way?
No,
No.
Is
no,
that
we're working on that.
you are? That's good to know. Hope you get that out here.
Yeah,
To,
we're
yeah.
Well, like before COVID even came, like we were planning on trying to like do stuff like we wanted to do like a tour for this album. Like we were definitely talking about it and everything, but I mean that all of course just got put on the back burner because I mean can't do it at all. But I mean for future, yeah, we definitely want to come to the U.S. and go around. I mean that's definitely a dream, man.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I hope that this COVID goes away by 2022 and all your aspirations come to fruition. Let's make it happen.
Us too, man. Us
Oh,
too.
yeah, I'm
I
sure.
mean,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
it will happen eventually, but I mean, yeah, it's just, still stuck as of right now.
Yeah, I know. Sucks. And it's that way for everybody. And that's
Yeah.
why you have to make videos.
Yeah.
And that's leading me into your video. It's a really great video for the Four Power video, your official
Thanks.
music video that I saw on Facebook, and it's on your Cathartic Demise YouTube. Uh,
Yep.
could you tell us about the making of this video, as far as who directed, edited, where this was actually created, and also beyond that, for the In Absence offering, are there any future plans for further music or lyrical videos to accompany this?
Yeah, so for Power Video, we filmed that back in the summer with our good buddy Michael Amaral from Custody Media. Um, Basically, we just didn't want any bullshit. I was just like, listen, I just want to get us together, get us jamming the song. This is who we are. This is what we do, right? I didn't want any cheesy,
No cheesy concept. I don't know. We didn't really have any like concept ideas for it anyway, but we kind of
and you
thought
got
it was
and
best suited.
you need more of a budget to kind of make that work, right? If you're gonna do something more esoteric like that.
Totally.
But yeah, it was just a hot day in July, and we sweated our fucking balls off making the damn thing, and you know,
It took like 8 hours, 9 hours of just
yeah,
repeatedly playing the song for like different shots. It was a whole learning experience too, man.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
fucked.
yeah.
I think actually out of all the things that you do as like a band, I actually don't like making music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You looked very intense in the video, though. You looked real serious and
Yeah,
intense.
yeah, because we were sweating our balls off and we wanted to get out of there.
Oh yeah, like tensions were kind of rising between all of us. We were like, "Fuck," we just kind of wanted it done, but
But
we
you
just had
know
to
what?
keep pushing through.
It's worth it at the end of it, right? Like I think it turned out great. Michael did a great job, kind of guiding us through it because we've never done anything like this before. And
Oh, and he was patient as well too, man.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we had our friends there. We had like Kyle from Invicta and Angelo and Gabe from Raider were there, just hanging out. So it was just a fun time. It was just a good excuse for us to hang out, basically. You know.
And you said it
Um,
took 8 hours to make the video. So,
yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't
so it took
remember.
you
It was a whole
a
thing.
nice day worth of swimming in the summertime. Yeah, I got you.
Yep. Wouldn't change it for the world,
There
man.
you go.
Now, so after for Power, you asked for more videos. That's definitely in the works. Both lyric videos and like
Yeah.
playthroughs
Excellent.
of for the musicians that like watching other musicians, right? So yeah, there's a lot of content in the works. Yeah, just keep an eye out on the YouTube channel and you'll see it.
Very good. Yeah. Also, give me a heads up, and I could share it.
Perfect.
Yeah, please,
I
Yeah.
will.
sure. And one of the most important things, especially since we can't see you performing this live, is to have merch available for the fans of Cathartic Demise to support the band by getting merch. So I want to give some links out there for the fans, and that would be first your Facebook, facebook.com/Cathartic Demise, and then your Bandcamp, catharticdemise.bandcamp.com. I may also give your Instagram, instagram.com/Cathartic Demise. Very simple. Everything is Cathartic Demise. Do you have an official homepage as well?
No, just the Facebook page, the Instagram, and the Bandcamp.
Very, very
Yeah.
good. I just want to make sure. I want to double check on that. And what formats will the music from in absence? What formats will that be available on? I imagine the digital downloads, but you can also have it available on CD, maybe vinyl, or
Yeah. No, for right now it'll just be CD and digital for
very
now.
good.
Just the basics, man.
What about other merch? Will you have shirts, patches, and others?
Oh yeah. There's already some cool
There's
stuff.
shirts up there.
There's
yeah.
shirts, sweaters, hats on the Bandcamp right now.
Yeah. There'll be more stuff
Yeah.
coming eventually too. Yeah.
Excellent. That's good news. And it's very important. So, some bands I get with that have albums coming out, let's say a month down the road, sometimes they don't have any thought process about the merch, but it sounds like you do. So that's a good idea.
It's super important to get the word out there. Honestly,
Especially these days.
Yeah.
So,
You can't feed the music to the people directly. So you gotta find other means to get your name out there.
exactly. So congratulations on getting that done.
Cheers.
And what do you guys do when you're not doing the band? I would imagine you have like a regular job to pay your bills, to pay for the band, and everything like that. So, would you like to talk about what you do for your livelihood?
I spent a lot of my time imagining not working a job. Actually,
Yeah. And I'm in very much the same boat.
Just want to play metal and be able to pay my rent, man.
I know.
Right? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I bet it's working out for you though.
I mean, hey, we all got to do what we got to do to get going. But yeah, ultimately, playing riffs full time is the dream, and that's why we're working for it, right?
Yeah, I appreciate that. And would you like to talk about your gear? Are you gearheads? You like to talk about what you play?
I fucking love gear.
Yeah, same here.
I'm a huge nerd about it, and I always see guitars and amps and shit, and I'm like, I want that, but the bank account will always put a stop to that real quick. But yeah, basically, for my guitar, I've always been a Jackson guy. I saw Dave Mustaine rocking the Jackson in the '90s, and I was like, okay, that's my guy. And they play great, and they sound great, and they look great. And for my amp, I use a classic, a PV 5150 block letter, man. That's all you need.
Very cool.
Yeah, and for me, I use Pearl drums and Zildjian cymbals. I've always used Zildjian ever since when I started playing when I was younger, and plus too some of my influences use Zildjian as well. So I can't really go wrong with that. And for other things, I mean, I use Trick pedals. I think they're the best, bass drum pedals out there on the line right now, especially for playing really fast double bass. And other stuff I use, really love Vader drumsticks, and I use Evans drum heads as well. So that's my gear stuff.
We could go on and on and on, but we won't.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, the fans love hearing about the merch. I mean, the gear. They love hearing about the gear. So I appreciate you spending time talking about that. That's
oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We love gear.
We love it.
And we know you're
just a bunch of nerds fiddling with knobs. I just sit there and I'll spend hours just trying to get the tone perfect. You know what I mean?
It's great to hear that a musician likes to talk about the gear, because there are some that don't.
I don't understand that.
I don't get it either. It's just I
can't get enough of it.
That's where your sound is coming from, man.
I can't get enough of it.
It's what you do. So you got to take pride in what you're playing. So that's always good, right?
It's part of the job.
As we mentioned, you're friends with Raider and you're friends with Invicta. You got a pretty close relationship with them in your area. Beyond that, are you associated with any other bands that you'd like to mention?
I mean, there's those two. Those are definitely our closest friends in the the KW thrash or metal scene. I feel like we should definitely shout out APOC, Rippard, and Stolos from our area as well.
Yeah, they're also very. Those guys are good friends of ours too.
There's members in those bands that have definitely helped us out, personally and professionally, and I think they're doing good things musically as well. I mean the KW scene, it's small, but I'd say it's passionate, right? Um, yeah, I mean, just everyone's just a big old brotherhood, and it's all good, and it's really a healthy environment to make music in.
That's cool. I'll have to check those bands out too.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah.
If you like your thrash metal in the municipal waste style, Ripper for sure is up your alley. They have an album coming out. I don't know when they're gonna put it out, but yeah.
Yeah, I love that
Like
kind of
Ape
thrash
Rock.
and the melodic death. All that stuff is great.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron and Bennett, I really want to thank you for spending time with us tonight on Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. I want to make sure that we got everybody up to speed, all the fans. So that being said, I think we learned a lot about you guys, Cathartic Demise, and I just want to make sure we covered everything. Is there anything that you would like to mention to the fans that we have yet to discuss?
I mean, not really. Just a big thank you to anyone that listens and likes what we do. Really, at the end of the day, I mean, it's just really cool to hear that people are into what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. It's really cool to see that people are enjoying it.
I appreciate you saying that. And beyond that, is there anything that you'd like to say to the loyal fans out there of Cathartic Demise? Anything you'd like to say to them that are tuning in right now?
Just thanks, man. You know what I mean? It means the world to us. It really does.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Nothing more to say than that.
Yeah. No, just a big thank you.
Okay, great. Well,
Keep it bang. Keep it heavy.
I appreciate that. I want to wish all of you in Cathartic Demise a great and safe and healthy 2021. I hope you have a lot of success with this debut full offering and absence. I
Thanks,
really
man.
hope that it leads to big success for you, and I will follow you for years to come. So when you have future releases, just hit me up and we'll do another follow up interview.
Oh yeah, totally,
Would
dude.
love
Yeah.
that, and keep it going, keep the music flowing, and keep in touch, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Totally, man.
All
Thanks,
right,
man.
let's go crank up more Cathartic Demise right now, and let's crank it up loud. Crank it up.